What's up everyone, today we're trying out Avalugg in the Master League Classic. I was fortunate enough to get my hands on a hundo lucky Avalugg, so I had to try it out in the Master League Classic. Now, Avalugg is a pretty interesting Pokemon. It's a decently bulky, pure Ice type, with a very interesting moveset. It has the really good charge moves, like Avalanche and Body Slam are some of the best charge moves in the game. And then it also has access to Earthquake or Crunch for some optional coverage, though I wouldn't really recommend running those. It also has Mirror Coat, by the way, which definitely don't run it. It kind of does get held back by its fast move, though. Ice Fang really isn't that great of a move, but it's definitely workable. With the stats, typing, and moveset, it's able to beat Pokemon like Giratina, Zekrom, Togekiss, Landorus, Groudon, Zarude, so it does definitely have some good matchups in this meta. It also gets pretty close to beating Zacian and Dialga. Those really aren't the worst matchups, even though both of them have super effective charge moves to hit Avalugg, Close Combat and Iron Head respectively. Avalugg is so tanky that it can tank like one of those moves pretty well and do some neutral damage back with Ice Fangs and Avalanche. Now, it does get destroyed by Ho-Oh, Excadrill, and other steel types, and also Kyogre is a big issue, which is why I'm pairing it with Kyogre in the lead, running Thunder. That is very important. You want that Thunder in order to win the Kyogre mirror match. And then in the middle, I'm running Zacian, because honestly, it's the most broken Pokemon in Master League at the moment. It is an amazing safe switch, and it also gives me some more Dialga answers, because even though Avalugg can get kind of close to beating Dialga, it's not that great. So I need that extra Dialga answer in Zacian in the middle there. Now in this game, I end up farming down the Togekiss and throwing 2 Body Slams into this Kyogre to finish off the game with Avalugg. So that is a GG. Next up, Dialga into Kyogre. This is really bad. You also just want to switch to Zacian in here. Normally, switching your best counter to a Pokemon is not a great idea, but you definitely don't want to switch. You definitely want to stay in for one, but you also don't want to switch in Avalugg because the chance is really big. They have an answer to Avalugg in the back. I'm expecting maybe a Steel type or a Kyogre in the back here, which would both just get so much energy from Avalugg and be able to kill it as well. So it's not a great idea. So you want to keep that in the back. Now I'm just going to hope I can get switch here, so I can get my Avalugg aligned to the Dialga later. But with Mewtwo switch in, that is not looking very great. Now, let's talk a little more about Avalugg. What position would it be best in? Lead, back? Well, honestly, it's probably best positioned at your New Year's dinner as a little side table to keep your drinks cold. I think that's the best play, because it's not that great in Master League, alright? It is not that great in Master League, unfortunately. I wish it was better. I think Ice type has some potential, but it just isn't. It unfortunately just isn't. It gets to the move so slowly that, like, if a Pokemon gets like energy advantage against you, like, you're always basically screwed. Like this Giratina, for example, gets so much energy for my Kyogre here that my Avalugg will still struggle against it. Like, I'm switching my Avalugg here, expecting the Dialga, so this is kind of okay. I can shoot this up actually. If I bait, I can get to another move. But you're gonna see what happens with the Giratina. I just can't beat it. I just can't beat it. Alright, throw a Body Slam here. I don't know why I no-bubble this. Why did I not do any bubbles? Wait, I didn't do any bubbles? I guess I was expecting them to shoot it. Alright, interesting. Or to, yeah, alright, I guess I called that correctly, but yeah. Because I'm so slow to the move, this Giratina is just gonna be able to get to move and kill me. And my Kyogre doesn't have energy, so it's another game over. Giratina lead, another pretty bad lead, but I want to switch in Zacian here. Giratina is actually not amazing for Zacian, even though I am a fairy. These Shadow Balls really hurt. I'm calling on Ominous Wind Bait here because it's a lot of Giratina have been doing. But no, this opponent just Shadow Ball, which is fine. I can still take it. I can get off the play rough here. And I'm kind of assuming this is likely a double Steel line. That's very common with Giratina lead. Melmetal, Excadrill. Well, actually, it is very common with Giratina lead, but also I know this opponent. this is wholesome. Another streamer, and I know he always runs Melmetal Excadrill on the back. I know that my Kyogre is gonna have a lot of play in the back, and as long as I can get my Avalugg away from the Melmetal, it should still do work too. So yeah, I get my Kyogre on this Melmetal now, and I should be looking pretty good because my Kyogre just beats this Melmetal, and it can still do little bit of damage versus the Excadrill. Probably can't beat both at the same time because this Melmetal matchup is actually pretty close. But then Avalugg can likely finish off the Excadrill because Avalugg can still take a Rock Slide and do some good damage with the Ice Fangs. Just gonna let this move go and probably farm down this Melmetal afterwards. I might have to use a shield. No, doesn't look like it. It probably dies with the Rock Slide there. And then we can just farm down or throw a Surf on this drill. And then I just go into Avalugg and I can easily get to the Avalanche here before I get to 3 moves. So I should be fine. I should be fine. Yes, that's what I thought. But then actually my internet ends up crashing in a second here. Yes, that was it. All right. It was, yeah. My internet ended up crashing and I actually ended up losing the game. But that would have been an easy win if my internet didn't crash. Kyogre versus Melmetal. This is, like I said, a pretty even matchup. Kyogre does generally win this, but Melmetal gets so close to winning. Just gonna Rock Slide here, and I'm just gonna throw a Surf here. This wouldn't KO yet, but this would put him quite low. I'm very happy to see this in the lead though. Melmetal in the lead means my Avalugg does not get to see it, which is great because my Avalugg does not want to see it. I take this Rock Slide. I'm gonna have to throw a Surf here actually. Another consideration I made here is maybe switching to Zacian to catch the Rock Slide. However, if I prefer a switch here because it's very likely gonna be maybe a Giratina in the back. That's very common, but it could also still be Zacian plus the Dialga. In that case, my Avalugg is not gonna be amazing. I actually go in Avalugg here, which might seem stupid because they can close combat here, but I'm really hoping to catch a close combat. I was actually hoping they'd throw one more Snarl here before the close combat, but ended up throwing one earlier than I was expecting, so I couldn't catch it, but I tried to catch here, and it did work out. So yeah, we caught the close combat. That's quite nice. They're staying in now. And have a Zarude. And Zarude is not too bad. Zarude, a Power Whip, does basically knock me out. Also, not from this range I'm currently at. But with a couple Vine Whips, it would have. So that's why I just go for the close combat. Even though it does debuff me, I do get there a little quicker. And I would have been taken out by the Power Whip anyway, I'm pretty sure, with a couple Vine Whips. So I just get off to close combat, let my guy go down. And now we go in Avalugg. And look at this. This is a super effective Avalanche. One of the best moves in the game. Against a grass type, it does like 60%. That's nothing. Zarude isn't even that tanky. But Avalugg just has like no attack. So it doesn't do that much. In comes Zacian though. We can get to another Body Slam. This should knock it out, I hope. It does. Alright, luckily it had barely knocked out. And we can farm down this Zarude still, so we still win the game. GG. Another Giratina lead. Let's see if we can repeat what we did earlier without the internet crash, I hope. So yeah, this time I'm shielding because I'm expecting the freaking Shadow Ball. Ominous Wind. Of course. Classic baiting. That never goes right for me, but it's fine. I just go for a play rough here. I should still be able to take a shield or a bunch of health, and now they switch into Togekiss. This is not amazing. I would have really liked to see my Avalugg on that Giratina or that Togekiss. But we see it on neither. Probably because I will lose this matchup. Unless I can get to another play rough. Ooh, they throw the move. Which I'm not gonna shield. That's not worth it at that point. I need shields. If I go shields down with Avalugg now, like, it's gonna lose to that Giratina anyway. So, yeah, I'm just gonna farm this down, get a bunch of energy, and hope there's no steel type in the back. It's a Zacian. This is not terrible. I'm just gonna Avalanche here. And try to get close combat later, probably. If I can get my Avalugg on that Giratina once again, I can probably farm it down and maybe get some Body Slams to kill this Zacian. That is the whole plan. Alright, the close combat here. I caught the move correctly. They stay in the throw another close combat, which is a very interesting move. I felt like this is a misplay for my opponent. I felt like they should have just switched to Giratina and Shadow Balled and kept the close combat for my Avalugg. But this is fine with me because now they're energy dry. And that Zacian is basically useless now. If I can manage to kill this Giratina with my Avalugg, I'll be so fine. Now, this thing has a lot of energy. It will get to 2 Shadow Balls, most likely. So I'm gonna try to call the bait right here. and they don't bait, then yeah, that loses me the game. GG. GG. Alright. Couldn't farm it down, unfortunately. Finally, a good lead with Ho-Oh. In comes a Zacian. And at this moment, I kind of realize that even though my lead beats Ho-Oh, I'm not that great against most Ho-Oh lead teams. Because the issue is, it's most likely gonna be Dialga in the back. Ho-Oh, Zacian, Dialga is a very common team. And if I switch in my Zacian versus their Zacian, yes, I'll be able to grab... Oh, I caught a wild charge there, by the way. It's pretty sick. If I go my Zacian to their Zacian, I'll definitely be able to get switch advantage, especially since I already burned a shield with Kyogre. However, then the Dialga is gonna be a big problem. So, kind of don't want to do that. So, instead I go in Avalugg versus the Zacian. And now I am still in trouble, because that Ho-Oh will farm me down now. Yeah, this is not great. I'm gonna go for the Avalanche here, but look at this. Look at this pitiful damage. Look at this. Avalanche. This is an Avalanche. This does nothing. That did nothing. We're just gonna get farmed down all the way. I don't even get my waterfall through here, which really stinks. That would have kind of helped a bit. Brave Bird does a lot on Kyogre. And then they bring in Dialga. Man, I think if I would have gotten my waterfall through, I could have thrown one more waterfall onto this Dialga and been able to dip with a surf ready. But since I was 2 away, there was no point in doing another waterfall. So I just had to head out. Gonna close combat this Dialga, and now I should be able to farm this down just barely. I'm gonna throw play rough because I'm not at 2 close combat just yet. But now they're at another Brave Bird, and I'm not at the surf. So I think I do go down here. Yeah, if I was at the surf there, I would have been able to throw it and win CMP most likely, but it was not in the books. So GG. Melmetal Lead, another decent lead for Kyogre. Again, I just stay in here. Gonna throw surfs and let them throw their moves as well. Not gonna shield any of these. It's just superpower. It's quite interesting. I'm guessing it's probably a flash cannon Melmetal then, which people are running to counter the Zacians. But yeah, Superpower does do a little more than... it doesn't have to be though, because if their plan is just to dip out, Superpower does more than Rock Slide anyway. So their Superpower dip makes sense as well if it's a Rock Slide variant. So it doesn't have to be Flash Cannon just yet. Anyway, I just take out this Giratina with my Avalugg. This thing's finally putting in some work. In comes Melmetal again. This is fine. I'm just gonna stay in. Oh, I have to stay in. I'm switch locked, but... yeah, I'm just gonna farm to Avalanche. I wasn't gonna throw my Body Slam. It would not have done anything anyway. I'd rather threaten with a bigger move against this Melmetal. Gonna no-shield this too. Yeah, it is the Rock Slide variant. So the strategy was just to the Rock Slide or Superpower Dip. So I likely have another Kyogre answer in the back. Likely a Dialga if I was to guess. Or another Dragon. Actually Yveltal. So I'm surprised they switched out of the Melmetal Kyogre matchup so early. But I'll take this. I actually miscounted here. I thought this couldn't be a Hurricane, but no, I missed one Snarl. Well, they definitely got one Snarl, like I saw it just now, but during the battle itself, I just wasn't paying enough attention, I guess. And then I'm hitting the Hurricane, which is puts me in an awkward spot. I should have 100% shielded that, because I know that Yveltals currently are all running Hurricane. There's no one running Focus Blast anymore. Because Focus Blast, Yveltal just gets destroyed by Zacian, which is everywhere. So you kind of need a Hurricane in order to have play there. Now comes Melmetal again. Close combat this, yeah, should be fine. So nothing wrong here. Close combat, now, yeah, just let this go. And we'll kill it. Oh, actually don't let this go. Oh yeah, I shoot this up and then I come in Kyogre to farm it down. Yes. I have a surf as well, but waterfall kills and it's GG. Metagross, an actual good lead. And I bring in Mewtwo, which is absolutely horrible. Because actually, everything in my team loses to Mewtwo. I get in a couple waterfalls first though, so I can switch in my Zacian. And now the play rough will knock out. But I'm expecting it to shoot, so I think I might just go close combat here. Because then I'm to the moves a little quicker. It's not like they're gonna Psycho Cut me down anyway. So yeah, I go close combat, expecting their shoot anyway. And even if they don't shoot, I should be able to shoot again and farm down. Yeah, they get to another move though before my next close combat. If they really want to, they can just shoot my next close combat and farm me down. Or, I mean, throw another Side Strike. But they actually end up letting go, which is kind of worrying too. They might have... I mean, Honestly, Metagross with energy is still very, very difficult for me. The reason I really needed shields is because, or switch, is because Avalugg just gets destroyed by Metagross as well. Like, it's absolutely horrible. Anyway, I just throw a Surf into this Metagross. I'm glad to have alignment, but Avalugg with a shield down is not amazing. Especially considering it's likely Dialga on the back. I mean, that's always what I'm expecting, to be honest. Dialga is so freaking common, of course. But it's a Giratina, which, well, I have an Ice type here. Maybe this is not too bad. Maybe this is not too bad. I'm gonna take a Shadow Ball here, though, which will hurt. But I might be able to get to an Avalanche. So I'll definitely be able to get to the Avalanche. I'm just gonna throw Body Slam, though. Because I think I get to 2 Body Slams, and I'll get some chip, and then I can Surf. They're definitely shielding this, right? No. What? They didn't shield that? If that was an Avalanche, I would have just won the game straight up. That was... I don't understand why they didn't shield that, to be honest. I do not understand why they didn't shield that, but it sure won them the game, so... well played, I guess. Another Ho-Oh lead, and in comes Zacian again. I don't feel great about this already, because... I bring in Avalugg, I bring in Zacian, and I probably just get destroyed by the Dialga on the back. I bring in Avalugg, and I'm gonna have to spend 2 shields, so... I don't know, this matchup, this Zacian switch in Ho-Oh lead is not amazing either way. I just go for close combat there though, because I know another player will KO either way, so I might as well just go for this. It's cheaper and it knocks him out. Let's go, very nice. In comes a Ho-Oh, and they're gonna get so much energy here. But I can... I made him... I should have thrown one more... I thought I would be able to get to 2 close combats. I should have thrown one more Snarl, taken the Incinerate damage, because I would have barely survived. And then I would have been able to throw 2 close combats, actually. Because I would have been able to throw one more Snarl in the middle of their next Incinerate. But you know what? This is still okay. Oh, no Waterfall through once again. That kind of sucks. I'll take this Brave Bird. What's in the back? Yeah, it's in the Dialga again. This is not great. How good does Avalugg do here? Not great, actually. It's a close. It's close. It's actually kind of close, but it's not close enough in the 2s at least. But I'm hoping to burn 2 shields here and maybe bring it into a range where a Surf will knock out. That's the hope, but it's likely not gonna happen. It's likely not gonna happen. Throw a Body Slam. Get shielded. Gonna throw another one. Probably get another... I don't know. I didn't even charge up to the Avalanche here. That's so stupid, actually. That's such a mistake. But they end up shielding anyway, so I'm very lucky. I'm extremely lucky with that. I shield. Is that smart? Yeah, I need that extra chip, right? Yeah, but this Ho-Oh is just gonna... switch in, and it has the Brave Bird ready already, so yeah. That's the problem. Ho-Oh with energy is such... Oh, actually, I might still have a play here. I can farm this down, maybe? I'm 1 Ice Fang short. 1 Ice Fang short. And if I would have been able to farm that down, I would have Avalanche and Dialga won the game. Damn, that's a close one. We had a couple close matches with Avalugg, that's for sure, but it just barely falls short. I mean, it has the bulk, but it just doesn't have the offensive power to really play in this league, I feel. So... definitely a Pokemon I would not recommend. I think if you want to run Ice type, I think Mamoswine is the way. It has better closing potential. And the ground type coverage is really nice with Bulldoze. Now, I think in Master League Premier Classic, the story will be different though. I think Avalugg will shine in Master League Premier Classic. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll be trying it out once the league drops, because I already have one built anyway. Oh, anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.